It can't stop the day we dissect the news, flipping on the edge, choices to choose. Politics and laughter, a blend that's so real. Tune in for the stories that make you feel. With guests from every angle, let's bridge the divide. Finding the truth in the humor we can't hide.
Okay, so welcome to another episode of the Prime Directive. I don't have the script. Oh well, do you have it on your phone?
You know what? I'm pretty sure I can
Yeah,
pull that up.
fantastic. I don't have it.
I was gonna say
We're very prepared.
Yes,
Are we?
Yes, great.
we are.
Yeah.
It's best to be over prepared.
I think he's got it. Look at Admar go. Yeah,
I just can't believe
Admar.
this is not something
You guys
that we
don't
know
have
by
like
heart.
little briefings beforehand where it's just like, here's the topic of the day.
No, we're way too like ghetto. for
So
that.
impromptu.
Wait.
Yeah,
Impromptu is a better word.
yeah.
All right. Well, to provide you all with the latest and greatest info, I'm just kidding. Here is the intro to the podcast. Welcome, everyone, to the Prime Directive, a podcast with a bold mission to explore this strange new world of ours by discussing a range of topics of interest to us. We ask that you join us to listen with an open mind and look with your human eyes to thoughtfully interact and share your thoughts. We are seeking life forms willing to engage in respectful discourse. We put the civil in civilization.
Thank you, Admar. And this has been quite a very interesting September, I think, for everybody. This has been pretty amazing.
I am glad to hear that it's been amazing because it's just been nothing but busy for me.
Busy, and
Yes,
expensive.
busy and yes.
expensive. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I think amazing's one word.
Amazing is one
I
descriptor.
wouldn't have used that word.
Yeah.
But it's a word.
It's a word. It is. And we have a fantastic guest with us this week.
Yeah.
It is
It's
going to be.
looking up now.
It is.
It's
A little
looking
bit.
up.
This
A
is
little
Josh
bit.
Hutchins, and he is our nephew, and a Michelin star rated cook and chef, and a young 20-something
Belongs to
young
the
man.
restaurant I work at, but like it's fun to say.
Yeah, no, it's you part of it, but still, we're going to chat with you about just what it's like to grow up in this environment at this time, being your age and your journey and stuff. You were just telling us about your journey downstairs, but Admar, why don't you start us off this week? Tell us how expensive has this week been for you?
Too expensive. I think I'll leave it at that because trying to relive it at this particular point is going to do nothing other than give me
You're
nightmares.
traumatized.
nightmare.
Yeah, it's gonna traumatize. I mean, it already has. It didn't really traumatize me. It just traumatized my wallet and my financial well-being.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, could be worse. All I'm gonna say is please take care of your electronic devices. That's all I'm gonna say. Is trying to repair those things is nothing but another like nightmarish financial experience.
Yeah.
Hundreds of dollars to replace a screen.
crazy.
It's like that's the thing. It's like you always think I'm gonna get a high-end device because it's the latest, it's the greatest, it's gonna serve me so well until it goes wrong, and then you're like, why did I do this?
Yeah.
This makes no sense. I could have literally purchased something mid-range which would have functioned just fine, and then I would have been totally fine. You know, it would have not had to spend hundreds trying to replace it. But hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You only live twice.
You only live twice.
Speaking of twice,
James Bond movie.
I can add to the expense, lamentation. Just having furnaces maintained. And I say furnaces plural, which is why I said twice.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 furnaces and 2 air conditioners for our home. And so double the trouble. And somebody just came to take care of ours and just was like a circus because apparently I keep the humidifier way too high because, skin, flaky. We're in Colorado.
Oh, you mean the largest organ in the human body that is kind of important
trying
to protect?
keep it from peeling off my body and trying to keep my feet from splitting. And so I got soundly chastised for putting it too high, and the guy had to clean it. And then 2 furnaces cleaned, maintained, 2 air conditioners, one of which had a giant wasp's nest. So the guy was here for quite some
This
time.
poor kid was here for about 3.5 hours.
Gave me dirty looks, and as I said, soundly chastised me.
Yeah.
I was lectured.
He was a sport though, because we shelled out the money for that. So, yeah, this has been quite the expensive week. And then one of our financial guys that I like to listen to always says that if money will solve your problems, then you don't have any problems. That's one of his advice.
I like that.
It's one of his
And soon
pieces of
no
advice.
money.
And right until you have no money, then you really have problems. But you'll notice that we just have a little Squirty here with us this week. Because she did lose her sister last week. Yeah, her sister
That's the
KK
other
went on
reason
to the
September
Rainbow
has not
Bridge.
been good.
Yeah, and she went up to the Rainbow Bridge, and as you can imagine, the expense with just sort of associated with that. But even beyond that, just losing a companion and stuff is never fun. But things are going to get better. Things are looking up. This little one has only got some teeth that needs extracting, and then we're gonna get her tongue even sticking out even further.
That's okay. That's just who she is.
That's right, little Shih Tzu.
Right. But we're all in for a better
Anyway,
fall here.
and then we got back and everything, and all hell broke loose with national politics and assassinations and everything. It was like we've talked about this before on our podcast here, but just we're living, and I'm sure you feel like this, Josh. Maybe you don't. I don't know, but maybe you do. We're living in like some very strange times.
We are living in like historic times.
Historic times. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, I think.
And
yeah.
we want you on because you are young man.
I'm actually the young man
You
who
are
lives
young
in the
man.
basement that you guys talk about. You guys
yes.
have just been talking about
We
me.
asked for Josh's permission to share his demographic as a representative of young man.
Of all young men.
Of all young men.
All
Yeah,
20-somethings.
it's no responsibility there, at all.
I'll phone a friend occasionally if I have any issues. Like, I'll
Right.
just call someone and just be like, what's your opinion
You
on
speak
this?
for young
That's right,
man,
that's right.
all young men.
All young white
And you
men
are 23 years old, and you
with Michelin stars.
told me I could say this. Currently living in parental basement.
Yeah, which is...
And
like,
we all said smart. We all said we've all been there. We've all
We did
done
it for years.
We all did it as long as we possibly could. And
I'd do it again.
yeah, I'd do it again.
If I could get away with
In
it, I'd
fact,
do it
I'll
again.
probably end up in somebody's basement.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah.
When we kind of like get
Yeah.
older to a point.
I will.
Do we need anything?
I'll
other
probably
than a
end up in
basement?
Josh's basement. You'll be
Hey,
taken care of. And I've told him this 100 times. I've said I will end up in one of my nephew's basement.
As long as you cook for us,
Yes.
that's a deal.
And,
That's a deal.
And then, so currently doing that, gamer guy,
sure.
23 years old, gamer guy.
So he is crack-a-lacking
but-
in the hizzy
Yes. And,
for shizzle.
But,
I think you're trying a little
Is
too
that-
hard.
yes, stop.
I think you're
Stop
trying
while
to-
you're
too
not
hard.
ahead.
Was I not
but then
No.
Josh,
wiggy
is it-
with it?
is it
Yes,
fair
on
to
tape.
say, thank you, sweetheart, thank you. I have to fight for real estate here. But is it fair to say, please stop me if your aunt's getting out of control, because I am a little wild. But
You got,
is
like,
it
the
fair to
crazy
say,
in your eye.
I
Yeah.
know. Is it fair to say not feeling happy right now?
Oh, yeah, very much so. And it's not because of any political issues or any, like, major news or stuff like that. It is mainly because of the fact that I'm just thought I had my life figured out and I thought I had, like, a clear set path and whatnot. And unfortunately, not on bad terms or anything like that. It was because of the fact of I just wasn't happy with myself, and honestly, I would rather be part of society and civilization rather than isolated, feeding the civilization and communicating through society through buzzwords and presenting food. And also, I've just missed out on a lot of things in my life so far. Even though I'm 23, I've been doing cooking for 4 years and whatnot, but it's just like, just not happy with my current area, and I want to be around people more and be more involved in people's lives for sure. So I took a step away, and I wasn't happy, but now it's been like a week or so since I've left. So, like, honestly, no regrets, no issues, nothing. Like, I've been extremely happy. Mental health and physical health been better. Just, like, actually getting proper hours of sleep and whatnot.
Just searching. Because we've looked at research. Monty just finished a book, and part of the book for the book I researched, kind of the plight of young men right now, and these guys have talked about it right now. They're men, but they're not young.
Wait.
She looked at me. She looked directly at me.
I'm not going to say anything.
She directly looked at me and said,
I'm sitting
not
more on the
young.
right side. I'm just going to ignore this one.
Yeah.
But, and the plight of young men right now is that young men, as a generalization, are feeling somewhat left behind and left out, not exactly sure where they fit.
Yeah.
And this is coming out of research, but Richard Reeves is one of the researchers, and others, certainly
Jonathan
Haidt.
Yeah.
He has a lot to
Scott
say
Galloway.
about the use of social media, things like that.
Yes. Yeah.
So just, again, you're speaking for all young men.
I'm going to get crucified, on a stick.
Cringe.
But we've known you since you were born. So I used to
Before
tell
you were born.
you were the happiest kid ever. You were happy constantly.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And as you get older, and the influences of everything, external, internal, I'm just curious, where you're at, how you're doing, and if you think it is somewhat generalizable to a larger population, you versus the women that your same age, how you're doing, how you're feeling. I want to hear from you, and you guys pipe in and I'll shut up, but I am very, very curious, not just from an academic perspective, because I love you so much. I want to know.
Oh, so sweet. Auntie love.
Put me on the spot.
Put me on the spot. Any general questions, or do you want kind of the general basis of
I think where Auntie's coming from is that our generation, we see it's so obvious and clear to us that we were given these advantages, and those just aren't there for your generation. It is so fucked up. Pardon my language. It just is so fucked up that our generation at least had we didn't
have a foothold.
Yeah, we didn't have a perfect, like the boomers. God, the boomers really piss me off sometimes.
Listen, I got a better idea. Let's invent a time machine. We got to go back.
We got to go back. Whatever they were smoking back in the day, we need now.
No. I'm talking about 2005, right on the precipice.
Right before 2008.
I was going to say exactly.
Right about that.
Also, just before we can invest about $100
in Bitcoin.
into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Don't worry about a thing. Just 2005. That's as far as.
But go back further. I'm saying Apple.
I was
just put all your money on Apple then and there.
Yeah, but would you say, I was watching the CEO of Apple, Tim Cook, grovel around like a little worm in front of the White House. Does that guy look happy?
No.
This is a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
Does he look like a happy? He looks miserable? I've seen the videos of him, groveling around with his golden, whatever the hell he was giving Trumpsky, but it was just it's astonishing to me that people who are billionaires are miserable. Elon Musk, look at that guy. What's he got now? 5,000 children, and I'm exaggerating. It's only 500 children, whatever the hell it is. But I mean, look at this guy. Does he look stable? Does he look sane? Does he look like he gets a good night's sleep? Does he look like he has peace of mind? It is astonishing, and we are asking you this, Josh. I think Auntie is, at least because our generation, the Xers, that's us. We're the Xers. You're probably, what are you, millennial? What are you considered, millennial?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay,
that's
millennial.
Good. I like it. It's a good answer.
But at least for the young
makes
ones,
you feel young.
You youngins, Zers, and the alphas.
Well, there's that weird. everyone's calling it like a hybrid generation
Yeah.
because there's people from 1999 to like 2003, 2004, where they like to go by the term of Zennial. Where it's like a mixture between the millennial and like Gen Z, because we don't side with millennials. We also don't side with the chaos that Z brings. We're just kind of us, and we kind of just want
And you're not alpha.
normality.
Alpha's younger than you.
Alpha is like gonna be looking at you guys like, what happened to your hairline, Auntie? Like,
Wow.
Alphas will be looking at us.
No.
Alphas
I
will,
love you. I love you.
Stress.
alphas will be looking at us through their replicant or skin or whatever that they're using, some kind of eyes that they've been downloaded into a skin, and they're looking at us
Well,
through
alphas
some.
will be like partial AI, have chips in them. And,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, they're
fully
going to be the first
downloaded.
generation and probably see that. To be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. What can we do? I mean, besides when
Let's-
flipping lottery, what is it our generation should hear from the Zennials? I like that. That what can we do? Obviously, it's not this endless world of work, late stage capitalism crap, right?
Yeah.
That's got people burnt out at 23, or chasing after some corporate greasy pole, trying to push the other person down on.
It's more of, you need to, I would have to say, is just listen and not talk. Like, just understand where we're coming from, how we are seeing the world right now, because like it's messed up.
Yeah.
Like, the world nowadays is so messed up, and we are in this weird moment in time where we are dividing people based off of their political party or based off of their gender, based off of everything, when we don't care about the person, like the actual person behind it, right? And it's just frustrating. Like, it's very frustrating because we are literally fueling chaos every single day because we're trying to divide one another. Like, say one person is like, oh, this person's beliefs versus this person's beliefs. Like, this person is better because I also believe what they believe. But at the same time, like, you're saying one person's beliefs are like not satisfactory.
Is that the people? Is it the algorithms? Is it AI? Is it
Algorithm and people. Like, it's much more people just trying to grab. It's a popularity contest right now. Like, people, what's the best way to say this? People will go online, spew about some crazy nonsense, something that has nothing to do with other people, and then randomly someone who has no experience, no like background with that subject will like make a viral video, will make like some viral statement,
TikTok or
yeah.
something.
And all of a sudden they're like the head of this like weird discovery
Movement
of this
or something.
movement, like this whole march, and it's like not
It's
worth it.
dystopian.
Yes, dystopian. And also not siding with any party on this at all, because I'm a very neutral person when it comes to political. I don't.
Oh, you should hear us talk. I mean, it's not like it's not like a bunch of lefties or something. I mean, it's just, we're. I think each of us, I'll speak for myself, I've come to the conclusion that political parties are some kind of anachronistic creation of a past time.
Yeah,
That's like
trying to
gone.
hold on.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
And the idea that it's Democrat or it's Republican or whatever, Elon Musk's third party that he wants. Parties are just, that's not the future.
Yeah.
That's not going to be what
And we're
gets us through
dividing
this.
the U.S. based off of these parties.
Well, and it's such a disservice to say, like, you're all responsible for this, or you're all responsible for this.
Yeah,
It's such a disservice to treat political parties that way, because it reduces it makes individuals lack responsibility for their actions, and it makes it so that we're supposed to be in these tribes, and nobody wants to do that. We want to vote for individuals, not parties. I mean, at least it shouldn't be that way, because party loyalty is so dangerous, because then it absolves individual leader responsibility. And when we don't hold leaders accountable because our party loyalty is our most important thing, that's when we get into really serious trouble. And because from ethical perspectives, because then we refuse to hold a leader accountable because, we can't be disloyal to our party. And that's so dangerous from a historic perspective. And so why would we do that?
It's especially dangerous in the past week or so. Like with the assassination, like people are pointing fingers like, the guy who killed Charlie is Democratic. No, he's Republican. Yeah. No, he's like a socialist. Oh, he's a fascist. The guy, the actual craziness behind it is no one's just looking at him independently.
No,
which is wild to me.
He's a sick
Yeah, he's a sick guy. He engraved anti-fascist quotes onto shell casings. That's not Democrats.
I think the governor
of
Utah said it very well. He said there's an individual responsible here, and we're going to bring him to justice. So I mean, I think
by killing him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but then you have
there's a whole other ethical dilemma.
Well,
you have people on social media posting, "Oh my God, I'm so happy he's gone," or "Oh my God, all this." And then also I got sent this video this morning because I told one of my friends I was going to be on here, and they wanted me to bring this up, that a college professor asked his class how they felt about Charlie passing away, and people, instead of feeling loss in a human life or anything, they were worried someone was going to spread his radical thinking in his ideology. Sure. They didn't care about he's gone. He passed away. That sucks. That shouldn't happen. Maybe we should learn something from this.
Right.
They are more worried about that, someone picking up where he left off. Yeah. Oh. When they shouldn't be.
The tribalism.
They've lost that humanity.
They don't see him as a human, even though he was. They don't see him.
No.
And
that again is that party loyalty, or and losing the fact that we're about, like you said, individuals. We are individuals, and should
From the left, I hear a lot of criticism right now that they're pissed off that this same level of reverence was not shown to a person who got a couple actually that got assassinated about a month earlier. I think it was the
end of June.
Was it something like that? It was over the summer. They were politically assassinated by another crazy person, which seems to me that maybe that's the lesson of our time is how do we promote sanity in a world that's gone insane?
Well, right there's your answer. We are in a huge mental health crisis. We're in a hidden recession right now where money is king, and people are doing everything that they can to get their hands on coin, pieces of paper that is just worth gold. That is the number one thing, and people are living paycheck to paycheck. When I was in the culinary industry, people above me working at very nice restaurants and whatnot are living paycheck to paycheck. They can't go out to eat. They can't go do cool things. They can't go on vacation or anything because they're getting paid bottom of the barrel for insane work. And that goes across for every person in my generation, where they are just pushing themselves to extreme. And then whenever they do have downtime or anything, they are immensely blasted with media, with news, with politics, with the justice system, with everything all at once, rather than just slowly taking it in, because they have such a small window of time to just absorb all of that. Personally, I think it's just a huge mental health crisis, because everyone's thinking the world is messed up,
coming to an end.
Yeah, everyone thinks the world is coming to the end when we're just kind of at the doorstep. It's not over yet. I think we're just. I feel like the media and like every like the media, the internet is an issue to it to an extent, but it's just because of like people are trying to get views, people are trying to get like viral popularity, and that's all what
which just
people are
spreads
seeing.
the hopelessness and the loneliness
Exactly.
and the sense of doom, and then you end up feeling like you're all alone, even though you're not. But the way that the social media platform launches in your mind, it makes you feel as if you're just staring at the screen.
Or they want you to feel a sense of belonging with a certain group and a sense of identification with that group and that community.
But it's only for clicks. See, but it's only all that outrageous stuff is just for the cynical clicks of advertisers.
But drawing you into that community can be profitable.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely.
And being the person that draws you into it. And going back to the beginning where it's like you guys mentioned like, oh, like boys my age are lost. We're lost.
Not all, but
like a good majority feel lost.
Yeah.
And it's because of social media, in my personal opinion, because you see this one guy on social media, like you can go through, I can open up Instagram, go to Reels, and I can show you like 3 different types of guys on social media where it's like one guy started his own business. He makes like almost $10,000 a month. Or I can go to one guy who quit his job and just travels the world and backpacks and does whatever he wants. Or I can show you some guy who's just like some crazy radical, like has some weird ideology and he's trying to spew it onto people. Every person, like I was saying, like you have that short window of time nowadays because you're spending so much time like trying to survive and make money and live. And you have that short window of time that you will go on your phone, you'll get blasted with that information, and seeing those people living those lives, you kind of sit there and you're like, what am I doing wrong? Like, how am I not able to go to Nepal? How am I not able to go to like Jamaica? How can I not go to like Africa and go like help a charity or something? Like,
and so it blurs the line between that imaginary image, which is not real, on the phone or on the device, but it presents as if it is real.
Yeah.
Even though it's tough to realize that what's on that device is an artificial. It's not in the moment.
It's not.
It's like a feedback loop of misinformation and.
It makes it look really easy.
Strange algorithmically
how
driven.
How to get rich quick type deals. Like
it's wants and needs.
It's just scam.
You can do this. It's always been around. Even when our generation, there were things
I don't think we
like real
faced
estate
it,
investing.
but we didn't face it
flipping
like
homes.
this. But we didn't face it like this.
But
generation.
it wasn't so prevalent.
This generation is really. It's just.
It's everywhere.
You're like, full on.
You can literally be on an app or a website that's totally not related to something, and you can get an ad that says like, oh, if you're not making this much money, or you don't look like this, or if you don't have all these women around you, like it's kind of
you're a failure. You're less. Than
you're a failure. You're not an alpha male or something. Like
alpha, is it that Andrew Tate clown?
Please
God, please.
Actually,
God.
I did want to just mention something very briefly. Andrew Bustamante talked about that. He is a popular podcaster. Now himself, he's been on multiple major podcasts and platforms. And he was actually talking about this, the difference between perception and perspective. When we view a lot of those things, especially on Instagram, anywhere where we are visually inundated with imagery and amazing places and this and that, right? Our perception is, oh my goodness, these people are doing so much better. It's like, how come I'm not living this life? Versus that's just a perception. There is absolutely no evidence to show that this person is really living this life. It's like on social media, especially the early onset of social media. We're talking about the late 2000s. We're talking about Facebook, right? Where I got a promotion. I got a nice car, so I'm gonna take pictures and post this just so I can get likes, so I can get that dopamine hit, so that I am liked, I am admired, etc. versus the perspective in terms of having the perspective to be able to step back and say, this is actually utter and complete nonsense. My perception may be that they're doing well. They're not really doing well at all. In fact, if I remember correctly, there's this fantastic report, I think it was actually done by Vice News, about this booming business of people who own, for example, supercars, and they will rent supercars to these media influencers to make it seem like they're just, living the high life. Meanwhile, they are living like on the beach in a tent. They are working all sorts of side gigs so they can afford an hour of a supercar rental, so they can be shown like they are kind of like what you just mentioned, Josh, is in terms of like, it's like I'm partying all the time, I'm going to these amazing places, look at the car that I'm driving, etc. Meanwhile, the person who has the perspective in terms of, and this is something that's super important, talking about stoicism, to have the perspective on being able to look back where you were and where you are now, and also to have the perspective on where you want to go. I think those are the three key elements that will help you shape your own future in terms of how you want to live your life. Because at the end of the day, I always jokingly say you only live twice. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to look back and say, this is where I was. I'm here today, and I want to go forward.
As we close the chapter, let us your year. The Prime Directive's calling, so let's pass a beer. Where the laughter's alive, society's reflections, let's help each other thrive. Politics and